All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy BQE back with another video. Today we are going to be installing the Terminator X harness. Man, when I tell you I'm excited, I'm so excited. The quality of the harness. Now, me personally, I've built harnesses for a job before, and the quality of the harness is not worth the hype that it gets. But I'm still gonna use it until I freaking go to a fuel tech. You know what I'm saying? So right now I gotta go to the store, get a few things. I think I'm gonna run the harness through here, but I want to get like some super glue and a piece of rubber and put the rubber on the back side of that. That way my harness can sit nice and tight inside of that little sleeve, and I don't have to worry about anything getting inside either, like these freaking straws, which you don't have those trees anymore, they're gone. So I'm gonna get to it. I have no gas. I got a lot of stores I gotta go to. I don't know where to find the rubber piece at, but let's get to it, I guess. So I'm in Lowe's and I found the rubber section, or like the rubber mat section as you would call it. And I was looking at this and I was like, dang, I could use this right here. This is nice, it's pretty thick. They do have some over there that you can cut, but those are they're not thick enough for what I'm trying to use it for. But something like that, maybe I could put the harness through one of those holes. I don't know. Oh, perfect. This is perfect. Can I just buy these individually? Even though I need like a little teeny small slither of it, it doesn't make any sense to pay. Holy crap. So I found this. This isn't exactly what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take a little bit more time to get it how I want it to be. But my plan is, you see how that's an oval, right? So from this corner to this corner right here, or something like that, how big is that? So I'm thinking about taking this as my template, my phone case, and like kind of, anyway, it covers the hole, right? So you see what I'm saying? So all I'm going to do is take this, cut about 4 squares out, stack them together, glue them together with this epoxy Gorilla Super Glue, and then glue the final product onto that there hole right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to it, because before I even clean out the truck, I want to go ahead and get this set up and prepped and ready to be able to put up there. Hopefully you guys can see my vision, and hopefully it comes out right. Let's get to it. The grommet stuff. I found another grommet, right? Let's see if I can find this thing. So I found. Where did the grommet go, bro? Okay, anyway, it was a firewall harness out of a BMW that I took out before we took it to the scrapyard. And I took all the harnesses out, and it came with like a little rubber grommet that looked exactly like that oval shape. And what I was trying to show you guys, that how you can mix and match things from different vehicles to make it work, but I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it, and it is in my pocket. So it came with this, and this is a little bit too big. I really tried to cut it and make it fit, but it just didn't. So we are going to try to carefully shove this harness through that hole carefully while the glue is still curing. And it came out nice. I mean, you can see where I overlapped some of the glue and stuff like that, but it still looks good. I just got to figure out which end is going to be the easiest to push through. The safest way to do it is to go from the inside of the truck and come out, because I only need to stop right here, which is theoretically half the harness. And this isn't going to fit through the hole, and this little junction right here is kind of worrying me, but we're going to try to fold it and shelter it as much as we can and be careful, so that way it still looks nice and neat. But put you guys on time lapse, and I'm gonna get to work. Okay, so the wire harnesses ran. My gasket did not work because the glue just wasn't strong enough. So since I got the wires ran already, well, my plan is this right here. I don't know if you guys can see. This right here, this little wire, everything else stays inside the truck. everything stays inside the truck. And so I'm gonna just cap it here. And I was thinking about slicing the harness and putting a pigtail there, but then I'm like, man, that's a lot. I ain't that good yet. So what I'm gonna do is come up with a way to find the grommet that fits there and cut around it and like glue it like that, so that way I'm not putting pressure on it as I'm trying to put the wires through. Now I should have let it cure a little bit more. That probably would have worked as well. But or maybe just use one. You know, one should be fine. But I'm gonna try it again and see what happens. But for right now, we are going to put the oil pressure sensor in, and we're also going to be putting in the water temp sensor, because those are my last two sensors that I need, I think. But until then, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this, so that way we don't have to move the wire harness from the inside of the cab. Cool. Alright, so here's the thing. I finally got the wiring harness routed how I want it, kind of tucked how I want it. I'm pretty sure once, you know, I get used to the truck and everything else like that, I'm going to figure out different ways to route the wiring harness. But until then, this is how it looks, and I don't mind it. I really would like to use some of the factory like clips, because I think that would just be pretty freaking cool to still use that. But I also like to tuck it away and stuff like that. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to use the factory clips. On this side, I'm gonna have to get some more, and I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for a MAT sensor and a map sensor. So, oh, and I'm gonna add the fuel. And Holley does do this one cool thing where they integrate the fuel pressure. So that's pretty cool about that. Like I said, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna have to do with these two. It's ran through the firewall pretty well. I'm gonna come up with a way, and this is what I'm about to get to in a second. So it's ran through pretty good. I like how it's like this up here and down here. You know, I gotta wire all that. But all of this has to get tucked in there. So I'm trying to figure out ways to do it neatly. Now, I don't think it's going to be as neat as I want it to, because this just isn't really good quality, guys. It's not, but it works. I do like all the connectors and stuff like that, but I could have got an unloomed one and read forums and figured out how to paint all these myself the way I wanted it to. But that's what I'm gonna have to do anyway. That's in the next video of me trying to make my own circuit panel board. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna split the wire harness videos into 3 parts, because this is a lot and I do have a job as well. But what I'm about to do is figure out how I can cover that hole up with the grommet. And hopefully it turns out good. It's not gonna be neat, but it's gonna work. We're gonna see. So in the last clip, you saw me doing the thing, and I got it going. Okay, so I got my main power, which is that small one right there. That's for the ECU. Then I have my main harness, and I get all my leads that need to stay in. And this thing is pretty tight, even though it's not mounted or anything like that. It's still pretty tight. This right here can obviously move back and forth, but I will zip tie it once I'm done. And I was like, man, I need to run one more wire, which is the transmission harness side, right? And I was like, wait a minute, this truck was a manual once before, so there's a hole right here still. So I'm using the factory hole that was here, and I used a little clamp. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I used a little clamp right there, and it's really, obviously it's got some play. It can move back and forth if need be, but everything down here is tucked away. I can't move the main part of it up anymore because then it pulls on that little one right there. And that's just not a good thing to do. You always want to leave stuff to slack. So if my calculations are correct, I can put this baby just like this. Oh, and there's like a little gap right there in the back too. Just like this. Back, hold on. I gotta use 2 hands. I'll be back. And boom, just like that. It's hidden. Obviously, I'm going to tuck that in a little bit better than that. I think it slides forward some more. I might have to trim like a little circle in the very back of this thing so that way it can fit over top of that wire and not sit on it. But everything seems to be tucked pretty good, and none of this wire is finalized. Once I do my main circuit board wiring, then I'm going to make sure everything's all neat and clean and organized. But all the plugins are done, and the main harness is done, and everything is ran pretty neat, man. Pretty neat. I'm really excited. I just gotta read up on it because I don't know what this is. This might be something that I adapt to plug in my laptop. No idea. I do know this other one right here is my inputs and outputs, which I'm gonna run my fans on. So maybe at like 100 degrees, one fan comes on, 180, another fan comes on. But guys, we're almost done. I'm tired, it's been a long day. I gotta clean this up before I call it a day. This is my main power wire. I might not use all of it, so I'll probably trim some of it off so it's not so freaking long. And this right here is for my O2 sensor. Once I get that one welded on, I don't know who's gonna do that for me. But dude, it's coming together. I'm so excited. Guys, it is almost time to fire up. If I had everything today wired up and ready to go, tomorrow I'll put in the fuel pump and I'll probably be able to put it on, and start it. But we don't have that, so we gotta take our time with everything. It's been a process, guys. It's been a process. It's starting to look like a whole car again. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.